What I think I am excited about, believe it or not, first of all, I like sweater season a lot.
Oh yeah.
I love sweater season. I love spooky season. I love corny stuff like haunted hay rides. Like I love that stuff. I love Thanksgiving. I love the holiday season. But there is an underrated practice. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not underrated. But within the people I speak with, it's a little underrated. Going on vacation in November. So it's like, yeah, summer's over, but summer's not that far away for a nice 1 to 2 week vacation. Um, I First of all, are you excited about vacationing in November? Are you aware of this practice? It's considered like off season.
There's a lot to unpack here. First of all, hay rides are very overrated. The
Oh my
last one,
god. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Before you continue, my apologies. You're right. I feel like I jumped so much. I mentioned sweater season, spooky season, holiday season, vacation, summer, blah blah blah.
yeah,
My
because
bad.
you're trying to rush through
One
this,
step at a
bro.
time. One step at a time.
This is supposed to be a conversation, not a game show.
Go ahead.
Anyway, where was I?
You were talking about
Yeah. First of all, hay rides are. I mean, the one I've been to, the one I went on like 2 years ago, that was so lame. It was like
I know. Listen.
it was so overrated. And like, first of all, the guy comes on with a chainsaw.
The fake yeah.
No, I don't think it's fake. I think it's a real chainsaw. And like, what if he falls and just like kills
It's true.
somebody? And then
It's
people
true.
are gonna think that's part of the act. But
That's true. So I gotta say that you're absolutely right.
maybe the one we went on,
I,
we didn't go together.
no, but hold on a second. I think you're absolutely right. I think the guy with the real chainsaw is dangerous.
I think it was a real chainsaw.
However, it's not supposed to be like fun. It's corny fun. It's great to do with a girlfriend. You go on a nice haunted hayride, and
No
then you
matter
go
who
to
you
a
did it with.
then you go to a diner and have some food, and then you go home and cuddle and watch Netflix and drink hot cocoa. Like that's part of the experience. It's fun, but in a corny way. You know what I
Diner.
mean?
What kind of food are you having at the diner?
Oh, just diner food. I'm not really a fan of diners anymore, actually. But once in a blue moon, I think it's okay, especially if that's the only thing open late.
Why are why are coffees in diners so bad?
I think maybe we discussed this already. I think the reason why coffee, which is ironic, right? You would expect the diner to have like the best coffee in the world. It's like the coffee shop. You want to go to a diner for a nice cup of coffee. I think why it's so bad is because they just don't care. They're trying to make a profit. They probably deal with one central company that all these diners have a deal, they get the lowest possible price on really, really low quality coffee, and they don't care because they know people go to these diners anyway. People just
Well,
love diner culture.
McDonald's coffee is supposedly good.
I'm not crazy about McDonald's coffee, but I will tell you this McDonald's coffee is like a million times better than diner coffee. Diner coffee, I'm not sure what's worse, diner coffee or Dunkin' Donuts coffee, honestly. But if I would have to pick one, I would say Dunkin' Donuts coffee is worse. I can't stand Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I think it tastes. I don't understand how people drink it. It's the worst thing I've ever tasted.
Yeah,
Diner
it's gotta
coffee
be
is
the worst
next.
coffee in the world.
Yeah, diner coffee is right after that. Terrible, terrible coffee. I'm not crazy about Starbucks either, but it's more tolerable.
I'm not a fan of those craft coffee shops.
What do you
Like
mean, like
the
Gregory's?
Gregory's is terrible. No offense.
Oh yeah, it is terrible.
Shout out to Gregory's, but damn.
Hey, shout out to Gregory's
They,
Coffee.
they
You
built
guys
a
suck,
they
but
built a good
shout out to
business.
Gregory's Coffee.
They built a good business. I guess
Yeah.
there's not people that like them, but damn.
I think they have a cool pastry shop.
Yeah, better than Starbucks.
Yep.
I never understood why Starbucks pastries all taste like ass.
Again, it's because
They don't care about it. They just care about their drinks.
I think it's good enough for people. Okay, when people go to Starbucks, they don't go there for the coffee and the food per se. It's more of the environment. Okay, they want a place to chill and work on their homework, whatever, study,
But don't you want to
or a place to
provide?
hang out, especially if you live in the suburbs. So it's like the pastries and the
Suburbs.
coffee just have to be good enough for them not to be like grossed out completely.
I suppose, because then if you go to like a regular mom and pop coffee shop, they probably have better pastries. And we know a couple that do, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
But wait, where were we though? How does it get on coffee out of nowhere?
Yeah, we were talking about the seasons basically.
Yeah. So do I like I love
Sweater
I love
season.
sweater season, hoodie season. I think this is the best season in New York
Why?
because like you said, it's exciting. The holidays are around the corner, you know, like Thanksgiving, food, family,
Right.
and then like it's still not too cold.
Right.
It's not humid. And then the holiday season's around the corner, so like everything looks better than it really is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's exciting, it's cozy, you know, you could like start to like cuddle up and stuff.
Absolutely. And
Lots of hot cocoa,
and that's
movies.
what I'm saying. I think well, part
But
of
then once like January hits, it's just depressing.
yeah, so part of spooky season what I love is not just the haunted hayride, but I'm a fan of horror film. I think horror films are stupid. I think they're corny, but it's fun to watch. Okay? So I love
Well,
going to
which
movie
was the
theaters, watching a horror film and doing all this corny Halloween stuff because when you're our age, it's like everything about Halloween's corny. The haunted houses.
you go to a party, bro. You don't go to
Okay, so the
you
party.
don't go trick or treating at your age anymore. I hope.
No, I know, but I guess when you're younger, your imagination's more vivid, so it's more exciting. When you're older, it's like, whatever. Even parties, like the party, I think the parties are the best part, but everything else is just cool to do. You know, and what'd you just say? Like, what my favorite horror film is?
Yeah,
Is that
not
what you were
all
asking?
horror. Yeah, I mean, not all scary movies are horror film. You, I know that's how I know
I
you're a
don't
film
even
buff.
care. I don't even care. I'll go to any horror.
That's how I know you're a cinema buff.
I'll go to any horror film. Any horror. Wait, how do you know I'm a cinema buff?
Because you say horror film instead
Film
of
instead of movie.
you say horror film instead of scary movie.
I love. Yes, I'm a film enthusiast. But yeah, you're right though. After December, it's such a bummer. It is such a bummer because
Like it gets brick outside.
there's just nothing to do. All the decorations are gone and it's just cold.
yeah.
The only cool thing is it's March is such a wild card, but it gives us hope like is it going to be warm? Is it not going to be warm? And that's it.
And then even if you decide to leave like Christmas decorations out longer, it just doesn't feel the same,
It
you
just
know?
doesn't.
Like it's better to get rid of it like
Well, I would
by
say
January 3rd, that's it.
well, yeah, I would say within the first week of January. Some
'Cause
people
after
keep
that-
it up for the whole month of
And
January.
it just doesn't feel the same.
I think the first week of January. I think some people are too much. Like there's people like office buildings and residential buildings in New York City. I know they get rid of it on January 2nd. It's gone. Like that's how fast they get rid of it. Leave it up for a few days. January 5th,
but then it's not the same though, you know? It's
January
like,
4th, 5th. You know,
you want to be out of that. You want to be out of that mindset already. You just like move on and accept what February is going to bring.
just rip it off like a band-aid.
Exactly. And so you were saying about vacationing in November. I mean, I think people go whenever they want to.
But November's off season. It's cold.
Yeah, because people usually go in September and then they start going again in December.
No, but it's like it's cold where we live. It's cold. So you escape for a week or two to somewhere warm.
It's not that
Off
cold,
season,
though.
so it's still cold. You need a jacket.
It's like 50s, no?
No, in November?
Yeah.
In November it's cold. It's really cold in November. I don't know where you've been living the past 32 years, but It's really
Well,
cold in November.
I mean, cold is like February, where it's like
It's not
negative 16.
it's not like freezing in February, but it's still really cold. So you go out, and if I go out when I go on vacations, I love staying in a hotel or a resort. I don't understand how people stay in Airbnbs. I hate staying in Airbnbs. People swear by it, but it's like someone else's place. It's just not the same. I love being pampered in the resorts and the hotels.